Welcome to the DJ Insider Podcast, sponsored by Amplified Events.
It's the only podcast where we break down insider information from our weddings, experience, and advice from over 15 years in the wedding industry.
We're your hosts. I'm Mike Kane, owner of Amplified Events.
And I'm Joe Albomonte, the general manager of Amplified Events.
Let's get into it.
All right.
We back.
We back.
How was your weekend?
Good. I've got Maggie with us today.
Yes, puppy on the pod.
So it was good, man. We just had that training, for me at least, on Saturday.
Yeah.
And just kind of hung out with her. So nothing crazy this weekend. How about you?
Good. Yeah, just the training, the pretty chill format. Just a quick half-hour instruction on song selection. The rest was just people playing around, mixing, trading off, doing fun games.
I agree. Thought it went well. Good to see the team together, as always, of course.
We did the Weddings and Whiskey show at Journeyman in Three Oaks. Turnout wasn't great, but the conversation with all the vendors was fantastic. So it went really, really well, I think. This weekend, wedding for me, bridal show for you.
Yep.
And do we have something Sunday? Tasting? Or is that someone else?
I don't think so. I think it's just the two.
Nothing too crazy. But yeah, on this kind of theme of, we've been kind of theming.
We've been theming.
And it occurred to me that we should do something on song requests.
Yeah.
On like if you're at a wedding and you want to make a song request. This is really, it's to everybody, but it's really to be for people who are, if you're attending a wedding as a guest,
Yes.
and you want to make your song request, here are the do's and don'ts. Song request etiquette. Manners maketh the man.
Absolutely.
And so it's something that's really important because it's something we deal with a lot. And I thought it'd be fun to kind of do our do's and don'ts. I'll start with the first two.
Please, yeah.
The song requests. So my first is have a song.
Boom.
Yes.
Have an actual song.
That's it.
Don't tell me an artist. Don't tell me a genre.
Don't come up and just say something that's not this. What you're doing is bad. I want something different.
Can we get something dancing on?
Yeah. Can you put something good on? How about you play something good? All of us DJs have the ongoing joke. Anytime we see one of our other friends DJing, we always go up to them and be like, I don't know, can you play something good? Not this. And then we always ask, because as a DJ, I always ask, well, what would you like? What do you want to hear? And not this.
Always.
Have a song. Otherwise, don't talk to us. We're not looking for your notes. We're not looking for your comments. We don't care what you like or don't like. We don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
Don't come up with, don't play this. Don't,
Have a specific song in mind when you're going to come up.
Yeah. That's the first one. The second one is, remember, it's a request. It's not you do what I say. It's not you're definitely playing it. It's not I'm in charge the rest of the night. You're just, doing what I want. It's a request. It's, hey, if you can, work it in, great.
I love that verbiage, too. It's like, if you can, I know maybe not right now, but can you maybe get to this song in a little bit?
Yeah.
There's just like that slight verbiage there that I really appreciate.
It's a deference. It's showing respect for you're a person and you're a pro. This is what you do for a living. And I'm here asking you to change what you're doing for me.
Yeah.
And so I recognize that I'm asking. And so having that humility, coming at it with you're the pro here. If this makes sense with what you're doing and you can work it in, great. If not, no worries. And I love when they come up and give compliments and love what you're doing. This is fantastic. Is it possible to work in this song? If you can, just awesome. If not, no worries.
You play one by an artist that they love that they didn't think of, and you're like, oh, this hits. What about that other one by this artist? Like, that's a better way to say, because you're thinking what I'm thinking. We may be in the same, at least, artist vibe kind of right now, but please don't come up with your first dance song from your wedding as I'm playing Kesha's TikTok. Like, can we please get this slow dance now?
Yeah.
You're not going to get it. You will not get it until I'm done with my 2010 pop era set. I'm not just going to cut away so you can dance because you haven't all night and now your wife's mad at you and now you have to leave. I'm sorry, but that's not the requests I'm playing.
Yeah.
You got to be on the same team as me.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep the dance floor going.
Yeah, that's my goal. And you're thwarting that.
Yeah.
You're getting in the way of that. And not only that, the other thing is keep it short, right? Because if they're coming up, they're literally distracting you, and you can't mix if you're being distracted because you're having to listen to the song you're bringing in, the timing of it, how loud it's going to be, if you're doing any kind of effects, depending on the mix of what you're doing. you want it to hit and hit just perfectly so it adds energy and keeps them dancing. And if somebody's coming up to like talk to you, that is time that your attention is taken away.
This was my favorite thing somebody did to request a song. You may not be able to see it on camera right now, but from across the room, they wrote like Fireball on their phone and just like held it up on the dance floor. That's a good way to make
a request.
That's a funny way to do it. It got a laugh out of me, and it was a.
Did you play Fireball? Did it work?
I played Fireball. I did. It was great. They weren't like being pushy about it. Yeah. No words even needed to be said. I mean, you want to give me a note with your song on it, like a napkin where you've written on it. I get that a lot too. It's a lot easier. Just give me that. I can look it up. I don't have to ask you 10 times. What was the artist name again? Just write it down, especially if it's an artist you may think I don't know. Like if it's like a last name that I don't know how to spell or something, just write it.
Yeah.
And I'll download it.
And that's part of the have a song, because if you don't know the name of the song, you really shouldn't be requesting it.
Yeah.
If you don't know the name of the artist,
with the thing and the dun dun dun. It's like, I don't know that song, guy.
Give us the name of the artist. Give us the name of the song. We're not mind readers. We don't know. What happens oftentimes is people don't know the name of the song. Especially if it's not like the line of the chorus or whatever. It's, and so will tell you the line of the chorus, and then I'll have to figure it out, backwork it from, what's that one, Low? I'm like, I don't know. There's so many songs with the word low in it.
Yeah.
Do you want, and then I don't want to play a guessing game.
No.
I really don't, but they always force me to do it. Same with like, well, can we just look at your library? No.
That's one of the ones I had. It's like, well, what do you have? Like, can we see? Like, or they ask for an artist. I'm like, oh, well, like, what do you have by, I don't know, Elton John? It's like, I can list off all of these for you, or you could just tell me your favorite song that you want to hear by Elton John. Or why are you going to make me do this?
That's it. You could organize yourself first and then come up and talk.
Seriously.
You've come up too early. Come back when you have a song to request.
Yes.
This isn't, you get to search my library. You get to look at all my stuff and download and purchase a bunch of music that I wasn't,
Well, what do you have? Yeah. That's the worst. Just name a song.
It's not how it works. It's not how it works. We are working. We're literally in the middle of a most busiest part of our work when we're mixing. And it requires the most of our attention, and you're coming up to like, I want to see if they have the song, or I want to just kind of like get some ideas going. Yeah. And they're always like, they want to do like a planning music sesh. A great time to do this at your wedding, the weeks prior when I meet with you.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
The time not to do it is right now. What you're doing is coming up and interrupting me throwing a great dance party
at someone else's
to kind of brainstorm some good songs that I like.
Seriously, yeah, no.
So many people come up with that energy and with that level of expectation. It's ridiculous.
It's like a love-hate thing. I love when people come up to the booth and just stand next to you because like, you're like, oh, sorry, I don't have that song or something like that. And then they'll just like scrolling their library for 10 minutes. Like, what do I want to hear?
Yeah. While they're just standing.
Just standing.
Go do that. There's a chair.
That at your table.
Yeah. Don't do that at the DJ booth. You should be at the DJ booth for like 30 seconds or less.
Yeah.
However long it is to get out of there.
I agree.
We don't want you there. We don't need you there. You being there is a risk, is a threat to us. We're uncomfortable while you're standing there. And they're like, I'm just watching.
And don't tell me that you're requesting a song for the bride or groom either. Oh, the bride told me she really wants this song. I'm friends with the bride. I've talked to the bride 10 times before today.
We had a special meeting with them privately.
We're good. Yeah, like we've talked about all of this. And I'm sorry, if the bride wants a song that she didn't tell me before, she knows she can come up to me and tell me that. We have that relationship. It's not like a stranger. Don't send your random... Most of the people that say that, the bride did not send them up.
Yeah, that's a trick.
Of course. It's a trick.
We know your tricks.
We know your tricks. I'm not going to fall for it.
Enough of your tricks. Tricks are for kids. Mm-hmm. Silly rabbit. And we're not going to fall for it. And ultimately, if I'm ever wondering or I'm not sure, I'm just going to go ask them. I'm going to, and then I'm going to tell them that you're lying to me for the bride and groom. And the other thing is, you don't burn me. If I tell you it's on the do not playlist, don't go up to the bride and groom and be like, hey, DJ said he can't play it because you said he couldn't play it. That is so rude.
Yeah, because then you're guilt tripping the bride and groom. They're like, oh, they can play it. And now they have to hear the whatever they didn't want to hear at their wedding. And it's like, that's of maybe the 5 songs they added to their do not play, your guest needed to hear that. There's a billion songs.
Yes.
A billion and a trillion more. And there's no need to play songs on the do not playlist, even if the guests want them.
Yeah.
Don't go up to the bride and groom. Don't waste their time
I think you could still have a great time without hearing your song.
I think so too.
I think it's totally possible to just focus on having a good time and not focusing on me hearing my song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too. I mean, that's what music is for, right? It's to dance and just have a good time with your friends.
Yeah.
It's different music, sure, it connects with different people, but like if a song's dancey and it's got some bass to it, I'm going to shake my ass.
That's
like
right.
I'm going to dance, I'm going to have a good time.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what's on. And people that are so focused on that and only listening to their music and this and that, that's fine. Do it at your wedding. Don't do it at a wedding where you're just being a guest and the other guests aren't going to appreciate that either. Like they don't want to hear your song either.
It's ridiculous. And just that kind of leads me to, understand that if we play it or we don't play it, it's not personal.
Yeah.
We're not making comments on whether we like the artist or don't like the artist or like this song. I play music all the time I don't like. I play music all the time I do like.
100%.
It doesn't matter. My ego is really not in it. My job is to throw a great party, and a lot of that is based on what the couple have told me they want, what people are responding to, the age of the crowd.
Yeah, definitely,
the
how they're
energy,
responding to everything.
the point of the night it is, that kind of thing.
For sure.
So it's not really about you. It's not personal. And the other thing is be aware that if you're coming up to make a song request, that the couple may already have a list that the DJ is working off of, and that the couple has explicitly requested that the DJ stick to. That, like, we really can't take your request. We really can't play what you want. And we really have to play all this other stuff first, because it's not your wedding. We're not the customer.
Yeah, exactly. And don't become a customer either. Don't drop a 5 on my table and ask me to play your song. I will refuse it.
Yeah.
I don't want your tip to play your song. I don't want you to feel like it's a give-take type thing. I'm here for the bride and groom.
Yeah.
I don't want your tips if you're a guest. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to play music for the couple and to throw a great dance floor. And if one person is so fixated on they need to hear their song and the rest of the dance floor is full and this one person's pouting over here because they didn't hear it, I'm sorry. My dance floor is full. You can continue to pout. I don't have sympathy for that.
Yeah, it's really silly. And people will be real jerks about it. I mean, this is kind of why we have the podcast, is we talk about those people a lot.
Yeah.
Because, and that's the fringe. Most people, they're out there dancing, having fun, and they don't care.
Yeah.
They don't let it ruin their night because they don't hear their song, and they don't make everything about that.
I would even say 95% of
Most people,
are that.
we don't even interact with them except that they're dancing and having fun, and we're saying, hey, and
Yeah.
fist bumping and high-fiving and you're having a good time.
Yeah.
Most people don't bother us. It's the fringe people who do want to bother us to make a request. Now, sometimes there's good reasons. Sometimes it's the bride and groom, they forgot that, like, this is like a good song or it's more recent or whatever.
Our sorority used to sing this
It's
all
gonna-
the time before we used to go out every night.
So tell us that. If there is something like,
Yes.
hey, just so you know, like the groom would like sing, if you put this on, the groom will go nuts. Like I understand if you have a list, but just so you know, there's some other context you should know. I know it's a Kenny Rogers song, or I know it's a song that you wouldn't play at a wedding, but
American Girl, that hit. That's like my perfect
That's
example of that. It's like, that's not a song I would typically play
Yeah.
during an open dance.
We had that request.
But like
yeah.
American Girl halfway through a dance floor, because like that's what the bride wanted, and it being one of the biggest songs of the night. Like
I remember
music
that
is-
one we did. You're like, I didn't think this would hit. I was like, I knew it would, but only because of the context.
Yes.
But if we need to know the context, otherwise we're not going to play it.
Yeah.
Do you have another do or don't?
Really, a lot of the things that I've put have just kind of blended into everything that we've been talking about. But like another one that I have is, please don't come up to me a second time. If you don't hear your song,
You don't need a reminder. Yeah.
that too. But if you don't hear your song, oftentimes those people will come up in another 15 minutes. It's like, you didn't play my song.
Just checking out where it's at in the list.
When order, I mean,
Checking
I'll
it.
get to it if I get to it. I've taken your request. I'm sorry, but like, oh my gosh, don't come up to me a second time. And don't come up to me a second time and just stare at me. Yeah. That's my biggest pet peeve. And I find that's often the older crowd is when you don't play it's that look. It's that look. Really? You're not going to do
tapping
exactly
their watch.
what I told you to do?
Yeah.
Like
you work for me.
Seriously.
It's that total energy.
It's like, I
Entitlement.
don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
I hardly know your name. I'm sorry. Like,
I'm twice removed from the groom. I'm his second, third cousin, whatever.
Seriously, at this point, I'm closer to the couple than you.
I'm an uncle. I don't even
tell
send
you.
Christmas or birthday presents, but I'm the
here.
uncle, so you gotta.
Seriously. It's like, don't stare at me. Don't make me uncomfortable. people know what an uncomfortable situation is.
Yeah.
Getting stared at for more than 15 seconds
when you're
is
working,
weird.
you're literally working.
Yes.
With police, if they're in the middle of, like, say they like pull over somebody, you're not allowed to interrupt that. They will arrest you. You're interfering with an officer's duties. Like, you're interrupting their job.
Yeah.
And it's dangerous. They need to focus on talking to this person and making sure they're not getting, but with DJs, it's totally fine.
Yeah. I've even had it border almost on like the intimidation. It's like, you're not going to play my song. And it's this older, huge man that thinks because he's a huge man that I'm just going to.
They try to muscle you out.
Me.
They put their hands on you.
I don't care.
Yeah. Same with if you're a girl guy, like they put your arm around you or they come up and try to hug you and they come up and try to like do the scratch thing. I know it's really funny. It's really cute.
Touch my
scratch.
board.
Don't touch our stuff. It's not your stuff. Don't put your drinks on our stuff. Don't touch our stuff. It's not your stuff. And it's our job. And if you spill something, it could ruin the night.
We've had equipment break. We just got equipment fixed.
We just got equipment fixed because somebody spilled something. But yeah, we don't touch our stuff. It's not your stuff. It's not your stuff. Don't touch it.
I agree. Just
I've had them where I went to the bathroom and like I came back and there was people like going through my laptop and I was like,
I've had that. I've had like mothers of the bride like adjust my volume during dinner and stuff. And it's like,
come up and talk to me.
Just talk to me. I'll gladly turn the music down if you can't hear, or I'll point the speaker in another direction.
That bride was pretty pissed about that. I heard later that the bride was. She went to your bat for you, which I appreciate.
She did, and I appreciate it.
Thank you, brides, for doing that.
We knew one of the bridesmaids. Yeah. It was all good. Yeah, the bride definitely went to bat for me.
But, at the wedding, you didn't get to order your meal. Now, caveat of, like, do you want chicken, steak, fish, But you don't get to order the sides. It's not a restaurant.
Yeah.
And so why would you think it's okay to order music? It's not okay. Yeah. Because it's not your party, because you're not paying for it, because you didn't plan it. Guess who gets to do that? The customer.
Yep.
The customer gets to, who's paying for the meal, who's paying for the music. They get to tell us what they want, what they don't want. And they also hired us because they trust us that when in doubt, I trust you guys to make the best thing.
Yeah, and make that decision.
That's it.
If a guest gives you a song that is kind of maybe and up in the air, like it is our decision to make that if we want to play that or not.
They literally are trusting us with that because we do it all the time. And who's going to be better experienced to do that than somebody who does it all the time?
Yep.
Rather than Uncle Joe or Uncle Jeff or whatever who, like, I want to hear my song.
Once every...
But it's always those people that it's just that song and they're done. They're not dancing all night. They're not going to dance after that.
Sometimes they don't even dance during it.
They just want to hear it.
And sit at their table.
So pick a song that's danceable.
Pick a song, that's one of the ones I had. Pick a song that's danceable, upbeat, one that people have memories surrounding. That's one that we talk about a lot, is pick music that people already have memories with. The newest, most recent stuff may be good if your friends are really into new music, stuff like that. But a lot of the new stuff that just comes out, majority of your guests will not know.
That's it.
They need stuff from at least a year ago, like last summer hits, and then they need stuff from their high school hits, their college hits.
That's it. Not the latest tracks, underground.
Yeah, they don't care about that
label. Shit. My cousin, he's going to spit some rhymes.
And they don't know like how the song's even going to change. I think there's a comfortability when it comes to dancing too. It's like, I know how the wobble's going to go.
Yeah.
People will get out and dance to the wobble because they know how it's going to go. There's no weird juxtaposition in the music where it slows down and now I got to be like, how do I dance to this and not look like an idiot? Yeah. There's so much psychology that goes into getting onto a dance floor.
There is.
And the music in itself.
And so try to pick a song that we could likely play anyways, and that makes it more likely we'll play it. A lot of times people come up and they're requesting stuff that I was already going to play.
Or it's queued up for next. And I'm like, it's next.
Boom,
like,
here we go.
Let's go.
You're feeling what I'm feeling. Those make great DJs.
Yeah.
Those kind of people, because they're reading the room, they're reading the energy, and they're seeing this song. When I think this song, I think this next song. And I'm like, we do too. We do too. But yeah, try to pick a song. If you want your song to get played, if you insist on coming up and you don't trust us with your having a good time and you want to request one, pick something we can play anyways. Avoid anything that's too new, like you said, or anything that's really unpopular. It's just not, not everybody listens to your artist that you listen to at home.
Yeah.
Expect that if it's a wedding environment, it has to be like very, very popular, very known.
And even someone popular, like even Elvis, like let's say you love Elvis, you're the biggest Elvis fan.
That's
He's
great.
Not going to fit for dance floor except for one slow song.
That's it.
Maybe a couple like here and there. But
for
like
people that are really into
like
you ain't nothing but a hound dog or whatever.
Yeah, like there's maybe some stuff, but
Again, typically that's because the couple or the parents of the couple or the grandparent, they're big Elvis people. And I knew that from the meeting with the couple before the wedding. But if not, then, the groom loves Elvis. Well, the groom had my planning app for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And he didn't put any Elvis in. I met with him for an hour and a half, and he didn't even mention Elvis once. And I still have never even heard the word Elvis out of this guy's mouth. But suddenly, we need to play 5 Elvis songs in a row? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I agree.
And he may like that, but he may not want that at his wedding because it's not super danceable. And it's not from, this century.
I had a couple I was working with that I'm working with next month that I got on the phone with them the other day just to start planning stuff. And they're like, what would you do? If we like really different music, not your dancey stuff, like rock stuff, just other stuff like that. And I'm like, ultimately, you could do a couple different things. You could do that music during dinner. You can do it during cocktail. You can kind of weave it in and out, but you don't have to make it your full dance floor. And also what I like to do and what I recommend to couples that really like that type of music and just different type of music, find instrumental piano versions of that music and make it your ceremony.
That's it.
People love that. It's still pianos and chords and cellos.
And it's still you.
It's still you, and it's beautiful. And
Jeff did that for his
those are
wedding.
songs that you love. Those are the songs you wanted initially during open dance that didn't fit. Why not make them for ceremony? Yeah. Why not do a song that's a little bit more weird for your first dance? That's your song and your song only. You don't need everybody else to dance around you. If you want to pick an obscure song, do it for first dance.
Yeah.
Pick a random fucking song for that.
Yeah, and make it unique and do a fun dance or do something, do a routine to it. Do a mashup dance routine with your dad for father-daughter. There's lots of ways to incorporate your taste, your style into the wedding that don't have to be the dancing portion of the night.
Exactly.
It's not a listening party, it's a dance party. Yep. You can have a listening party the night before, after your rehearsal or at your rehearsal. You can do a whole playlist on your bachelor or bachelorette party, but you can do all the music then. Any other time, except when now it's a bunch of people of mixed ages and backgrounds and experiences all coming together to dance and celebrate your wedding. Yeah. It's got to be mostly familiar stuff.
It does. Yeah.
Mostly. You can have a couple new ones. And you can, if you want to craft a night where you want just club hits, fine. Just know that probably most of your older guests aren't going to dance to that. And so how many guests do you have that are older? Maybe just invite young people if that's what you want, Yeah.
And I've definitely done one like that too, where it was not a lot of old people and no kids, and they just wanted house EDM.
Perfect.
And it was a rager, and that was it.
We will do that.
Exactly what they wanted.
And then have that line up with the guests you're having and the people, and that you'll be on the dance floor too. Sometimes people have
huge bridal party.
Sometimes people have, where it's like, oh yeah, we love this music, but then they don't dance at all.
Yeah.
And their guests don't love the music.
We could have just done anything else. All right. That's cool.
What are some of the don'ts? I put don't be rude. Don't make threats.
Yeah, I feel like we've talked about a lot of those.
Don't pull rank. I don't care who you are. I don't care.
I don't care that you paid for it. If you're the father of the bride, I do not care if you paid for it. It is your bride's day. Yeah. I do not care.
I really try to please everybody, but there's limits.
Exactly.
There's limits. And I want everybody to be happy, but sometimes there's just not possible. But yeah, don't pull rank. Don't try to, do you know who I am? Do you know, you're not getting special treatment because you're the whatever. I don't know. What you are is a distraction while I'm working. And what you are is trying to make this wedding about you, and you're not the bride or groom. Yeah. Or whoever. You're not the couple.
I think a lot of my don'ts we already talked about. It was just don't ask to see my library. Don't stare at me for a second.
Don't come up twice. I like that.
Yeah.
And then don't say, we have to leave soon. The tapping of the watch.
We got to go soon. Can you please get my song? No.
Guess whose schedule is not my responsibility. This is yours.
You have to leave. I'm here until 11.
That's so weird that you have to leave. Oh, no, you didn't get to hear your song before you left.
Yeah.
Oh, you poor thing. Yeah, I don't care. So don't tell me about it. Don't ask us to repeat a song.
Yeah, that goes again.
That's number. If you make a request, make it once, move on, don't come back, and then wait patiently. But don't wait. I think just say go out and dance, go out and have fun.
Just go out and dance. If you don't hear it, you don't hear it.
If you go out and dance, you're making it more likely. Because I see what you do after you make the request. If you come up, make the request. You've been sitting all night. You come up and make a song request and go sit down. I saw that.
Yeah.
Much less likely I'll play it because I'm like, oh, you haven't been dancing all night. I'm like, well, that's the only song I'll dance to. And I was like, well, guess whose song is not getting played?
Exactly. It's very different. If someone's been out there all night, they've danced to every single song we've danced to, and now finally they come up like, can we please hear?
Yeah. Anyway,
Perfect.
Is it possible? Yeah, those people, they're on my team. They're on the bride and groom's team. They're on the side of the wedding. And so those people we're going to continue to cater to because they've been in our corner. They've been dancing all night. They've been having a good time. You've been over there judging and, I don't know, on your phone, not enjoying the night, not having fun. And you're coming up to distract me from throwing this fun party for everyone else. Exactly. And you're saying, I'll join the party, but only under these conditions.
And it's a shitty song.
Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. And then I won't dance the rest of the night either, you know.
I don't even want you out there for that one song.
Best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. And if you haven't been dancing already all night, I clocked that. And you may not know that I clocked it, but I'm also don't go tell when you make the request and they don't want to come up again, don't tell your friend to come up and request the same song. Because I saw you guys talk and they came up and it's weird because usually what's happened is you've requested an obscure a song. And then someone else comes and requests the same obscure song. I'm like,
It's like I've never had that song requested at any other wedding.
And then I
get
it
twice in the same night.
And then a third person, and then, maybe if they get enough requests. I know the logic there.
Yeah. But I see right through
I see
your tricks.
I know your tricks.
I know your tricks.
And
We've seen all your tricks.
They are for kids and magicians.
Always have been.
But yeah, don't ask us to play a song we've already played.
Just be respectful. Like, I think that what it comes down to is just... We're working. We're working. When I see someone else at work and I ask them something, I'm respectful and I just try and be a kind citizen. Like, it's just like what you do if you go anywhere. If I go to the movies, I don't demand a ticket and like this and that. Can I get a ticket? Yeah. I mean,
you make a request. You make it when there's like a good time to request it too. You're not coming up interrupting something.
Yeah, there's not anyone else at the counter. I'm not cutting anyone.
Yeah,
it's just that slight. Maybe respect thing, but also it's treat your vendors like people. I don't know. Vendors are people.
If you treat me with kindness and respect, I'm much more likely to play it. If I see you dancing, having fun, even if I'm not playing your song, I'm much more likely to play it.
I agree.
If you come at it with if you can, just the respect thing, it's a big one. It goes a long way with me. But yeah, when you try to dominate me, when you try to force me, when you try to pull rank and be nasty and threaten or you're touching and you're just in my come on.
And that's just something like me as a person that I don't like in
nobody
any
would
aspect. It's
that.
like fuck that. I don't like being told what to do, and of course I'll do my job, of course. But
yeah.
I hate being told what to do when it's something that doesn't.
They're not your boss.
It's not my
They're
boss,
not your
and it doesn't
customer.
matter right now. Yeah. Like I have a full dance floor, and you're telling me to do something I don't want to do, and it would kill my dance floor.
Yeah.
Just look at the crowd. Like. Do you not just see what you're asking for right now and how that would affect what's going on?
Yeah.
Just a little self-coherence. Like, I don't know.
Besides bad speeches, rude and intense guests are the quickest way to derail a good time.
Yeah.
And we want you to have a good time. That's why we do what we do. And I'm telling you, I've had so many couples come and apologize for their rude guests. Their rude family, their rude friends, and really heartfelt apology because they're like, oh my gosh, again, I don't know what it is. Weddings, something brings out people. Alcohol definitely helps that rudeness, but there's this level of entitlement it blows the mind. You have to do what I say.
Yeah,
I was like, no, I don't.
No, I don't. And I think with this job, it's definitely one that, when you find guests like that, it's definitely something you just kind of have to laugh about later that night and.
Yeah,
talk about it
on a podcast
because
and joke around.
Oh my God, if you were to dwell on all of those guests every single wedding, every single year, you would hate your job. I'm sorry, you just have to brush that shit off.
Life's too short.
It's not that deep. Just throw a great party. I'm sorry, even if that person annoyed me, I'm just gonna block them out from everything that just happened, and I'm just gonna throw a party to everyone else. And
I just think of them like a little kid. Oh, you didn't hear your song? Oh, buddy, come here. Sit down. Yeah. It's okay.
You want to sit next to me? You want to look at my computer?
You need an ice cream? Yeah. Oh, you didn't hear your song. It's the best way to look at it. It's just childlike behavior. And it's inappropriate because they're adults and they're talking to another adult. But it's almost always kids. I'll excuse and forgive it because they're a kid. They're still learning how the world works.
Yeah.
They're figuring out. They'll come up lots of times.
Yeah.
because they don't want to miss it, and they're so excited, and they will go out there and dance. Most of the time, kids are not rude. They can be, but it's a different response I have with kids than I have with adults.
I agree. I mean, kids aren't malicious with it usually. Like, and
and they're gonna go crazy.
There's no ill intent behind. A kid's never gonna come up and say, "The bride asked me to tell you to play this." Like, there's
they're
no
not
tricks.
lying. They're not. There's no guile.
They just want to hear.
There's no tricky.
The fucking the Baby Shark song because they love to sing it.
And a lot of times if they come up and request again, I usually will honor that or not, depending on what's happening. You know, if the bride wants me to or whatever.
I've also had some kids like build a dance floor. Like guests were afraid to come out, and the kids do it first.
Yeah, they're carefree. They're having a good time,
and then people will join. And
that kid's breakdancing.
Yeah,
and it makes for great photos and video, and it's the etiquette.
I've had some really funny kids at a wedding recently, like a New Year's wedding. There's this meme going around right now where it's like you just like point to your chiseled jawline, and like it's called mogging, right? That's the meme. Is you just got mogged.
This is young person stuff. I'm learning.
Yeah. So I had a bunch of kids come up at the wedding and just like, like they didn't even request songs. They just came up to the booth. They just were mogging you. Yeah, just memeing. It was hilarious. I don't know. I thought it was funny. That was a good time.
We had a kid once who he's just a little guy, but he's like full of like just energy and confidence, but he was a little heavier. Yeah. But you could just tell he's just the coolest kid. And we did it was a unique one because we did like a scavenger hunt, and so it was like a scavenger hunt where each table had each table took turns sending up one of their people.
Okay.
And then they sit on these like chairs. So today there was like 12 tables. There's 12 chairs, and then they come and sit, and then we give them their assignment. Go get me an out-of-state driver's license. They have to run. Men's belt, black shoe or whatever, and they have to run out and get it. And then we remove one chair. And so my little guy, I'm like, you're my chair guy.
You're my chair guy.
And I made it, he went and got the chair. And I was playing music in between, and the kid was flossing the whole time. That was when that dance was really popular.
Yeah.
And I go, this guy came to do two things, is to remove chairs and floss. And he's almost out of flossing, so he's almost out of chairs. But it was fun. It was a kind of a fun way to bring the energy and involve music and involve the kid. Yeah. But like he was like the darling of the wedding after that. Everybody wanted him to floss and dance all night.
And guests eat that up.
Yes.
They live around that. They eat that shit up. If a little kid goes into the center of a dance circle, you will hear more applause than anyone else the rest of the night.
Yeah. Or an older person.
Or an older person.
The very young, the very old. You guys have a lot of power with the energy of the party.
Absolutely.
So if you bring it, the party's going to go next level.
You see an 80-year-old out on the dance floor,
Woo.
even if it's for half a song, just like.
Yes.
People love it.
Oh my goodness.
I love it. I love to see it.
And yeah, it's gonna add a lot.
That's why I like anniversary dance.
That's a good way.
I always like to find those couples out there, and then there's always that nice moment of like, this couple's been married 48 years. Let's give them a round of applause. Like 48 years of marriage is a crazy thing to consider on someone's wedding day. 48 years is 2 times longer than I've been alive.
Wow. That's
not just about within a couple of years. But anyway, still like. That is a crazy amount. You've been married for 48, 50 years, whatever it is. I haven't been alive for half of that. That's a lot of marriage. There's a lot of love in that. There's a lot of respect in that. So I do think that I like doing anniversary dance for that. Just side tangent.
Yeah.
But you really get the older folks out there too, and everybody kind of unites around that.
I'm okay with the general request if they're like, is it possible to play a slow song soon? Okay.
Like, oh, I've been going an hour and a half hard. Like
so then I really do try to do that. Like, okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, fair enough.
I agree.
That sort of
because there are times it's very warranted, and like
yes,
I need it.
They
and
need
like,
a break.
I'm killing my dance floor.
That's it.
I'm seeing them leave for drinks because they need a break, and then they hear their song and they sprint back, and it's like we can.
And they didn't come up with like a rant. It was just like you DJ, you pick it.
Yeah.
Just one that's slow.
That's the only general one where I'm like, okay, I get it. Like,
yeah, rather than not this.
Not a specific song. I don't need an artist or genre. I've got a bunch of slow songs that I like that
work.
That work.
And if you're going to a wedding, this is the way to do it.
Yeah.
Have some manners, have some etiquette, treat people.
And get out there.
Dude,
get out
seriously.
On the dance floor.
Maybe have fun. Maybe don't worry so much about making a song request. That's the lesson is don't make song requests. Just go out and dance and have a good time anyway.
Or just don't take them so seriously if you do. Don't take yourself so seriously. Don't take your requests so seriously. Get out on the dance floor, make a fool of yourself, have a couple drinks.
Don't make it an all or nothing. It's like if I don't, I'll dance when I hear this song. No, just dance, and then you're more likely to hear it.
Exactly.
Honestly. But those silly goofs. You guys are silly. Don't stop it with the tricks.
Stop with the tricks. We know the tricks.
We get lied to all the time, so we're very aware of it. Groom loves Nicki Minaj. Okay. He told me he loves country when I talked to him. But
that's funny. The open dance is only country,
and he told me he's not a big dancer.
That's funny because the only do not play is Nicki Minaj.
No, he loves it. Come on,
he loves it.
Yeah, avoid the inside joke songs too, like stuff that's not even danceable. Yeah, sometimes people have those. We play one fight song because it's the groom or the bride's alma mater, and they're like they want to do the rival fight song, and I'm like, come on,
I already did one.
This isn't a pep rally.
Yeah, seriously.
This isn't like what school is better. Like that's already been well established.
Yeah.
Because of the couple. Like that's the school that's the best one at this wedding. At your wedding, your school could be the best one.
Exactly. Well, whatever school the couple went to, it's the best school ever.
That's the best school, and I love it.
I love
favorite. I wear all their shirts, and I follow all their sports
all the time. Yeah. They're my favorite.
I'm sending my kids to that school.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's silly. But, yeah, people get childish. Yeah.
Just have a good time.
That's Relax. The best. Get childish in a good way.
Yes. Get childish in a good way.
Yeah, floss and move my chairs for me. Please. And dance up. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Awesome. All right. Well, we will see you at your wedding.
Have a good one.
Thanks, guys.